Hello dear students, all are welcome to a new video. The video is on the poem My Papa's Walls by Theodore Roethke. See, the pronunciation is Theodore Roethke. Theodore Roethke was born in the year 1908 and he died in 1963. He was an American poet. He won Pulitzer Prize for Poetry in the year 1954 for his book The Waking. You know that the life of the writers influence their works. When he was just very young, he lost his uncle. He committed suicide, and his father died of cancer in the same year. And you can find these elements reflected in his poems. It influenced deeply his work. He was a heavy drinker and he had bouts of mental illness. He was working in various universities, including Pennsylvania University, and he was not able to be constant. Having a normal mental stage. He had bouts of mental illness and he suffered a heart attack when he was swimming in his friend's swimming pool. That is very little about Theodore Roethke. Now we are going to peep into the poem by Theodore Roethke. Let's read from the poem. My Papa's Waltz. Waltz means it's a kind of dance. You are familiar with that dance, holding the hands and two will be dancing. You would have seen couple dancing. Here, the pair is that of a dad and a kid. You can see here, you can note the boy's tiny legs, and he can't meet the face of his father because the boy is very small and the father is tall. Still, the boy enjoys the dance with his father. So here, the boy is a speaker. Let's read from the poem. The whiskey on your breath could make a small boy dizzy, but I hung on like death. Such waltzing was not easy. We roamed until the pans slid from the kitchen shelf. My mother's countenance could not unfrown itself. The whiskey on your breath shows that father is drunken. Could make a small boy. Who is a small boy here? The speaker. Dizzy. What do you mean by dizzy? Dizzy means feeling sleepy, feeling intoxicated because of the smell of the whiskey that his father has had. But that means father started dancing with the boy and the boy can smell whiskey and the boy is not able to keep steps with his dad. And the boy is hung on like dead. That means the father is lifting him and he's hanging like dead. And he says, the little boy says, such waltzing was not easy. It's not very easy to dance with father. We roamed until the pans slid from the kitchen shelf. We roamed. Roam means moving around until the pans in the kitchen shelf. That means they're utilizing the whole space where his mother has kept crockery. It started sliding down from the shelf, and my mother's countenance could not unfrown itself. Unfrown. Frown means become angry. Unfrown means not angry. What is the sentence? Could not unfrown itself. Countenance means face. My mother's face could not stop being angry. She was angry because she has properly arranged all the crockery and this boy and the dad is dancing all around and it falls off from the shelf. Moving on to the next stanza. It's a very short poem. Okay. The hand that held my wrist was battered on one knuckle. At every step you missed, my right ear scraped a buckle. You beat time on my head with a palm cake hard by dirt, then waltzed me off to bed, still clinging to your shirt. The hand that held my wrist. His dad was holding him by the hand. So the wrist. How does the wrist look like? It was battered. It was wounded, or it is. You can see here battered. Battered knuckle. Knuckle means this point. Okay, it is knuckle. That means his father. This shows that his father is a working man. His whole day labor is reflected on his wrist. He has not cleaned his hands before playing with the boy. Was battered on one knuckle. At every step you missed, your right ear scraped a buckle. The boy is trying to keep steps with the father, but what happens? Each step he missed, his right ear hit the buckle. Buckle means the buckle of the belt. It goes and hits the, that means the boy is at the same time enjoying, and some steps are painful for him. His hand is being held tightly by his dad, and whenever he misses the step, his right ear hits his belt, the buckle. You bet time on my head with a palm caked hard by dirt. You beat, that means dad is beating on his head. With what kind of hand? Palm, caked hard by the cake. That means his hand is thickly coated with what? Dirt. Father's hand. That means he has just come after his work. They might be belonging to a middle class family. Then waltz me off to bed. Dad was dancing and dancing and carrying this boy to the bed and still clinging to your shirt. What was this boy doing? Boy was clinging. What do you mean by cling? You would have seen children clinging to their mother's dress, to their dad's dress, so that they won't fall off. So this boy still clung to his father's shirt while father lifted him and danced towards the bed. This is how the poem ends. This shows, the family affection he had, the emotions he had about his father, losing his dad in his very small age. Everything is reflected. As well as you can find the life, a day in the life of a middle class man. So this is the short poem about a son and a dad waltzing, and it is written by Theodore Rothke. Thank you. Thank you.